In the heart of New York City, a peculiar experiment unfolded. Two groups of people were given $100 each. The first group was instructed to buy as many items as possible, while the second was told to purchase just one thing they truly desired. A week later, the results were striking. The first group, surrounded by numerous cheap trinkets, felt a fleeting excitement that quickly faded. The second group, however, reported a lasting satisfaction with their single, carefully chosen item. This experiment reveals a profound truth about our relationship with possessions and experiences. In a world that often equates more with better, we're discovering that the path to genuine fulfillment might just lead us in the opposite direction. Welcome to a journey where less truly becomes more, and quality reigns supreme over quantity. Imagine stepping into a world where every item in your home sparks joy, where each experience is savored, and where your life feels refreshingly uncluttered. This is the essence of minimalism and simple living, a vibrant celebration of quality over quantity. In a society that often equates happiness with accumulation, we're invited to explore a different path. What if instead of chasing after more, we focused on what truly enriches our lives? It's not about depriving ourselves. It's about making conscious choices that align with our values and aspirations. Think of your favorite meal, how it tastes, the memories it evokes, the laughter shared around the table. Now imagine applying that same intentionality to everything you own and do. By prioritizing quality, we can create a life filled with meaningful experiences and cherished possessions. Join me as we delve into the transformative power of choosing quality over quantity. Together, we'll discover how this shift can lead to a more fulfilling, intentional, and joyful life. Let's talk about the transformative power of quality in our physical environment. Imagine walking into your home and feeling an immediate sense of calm and purpose. This isn't about living in a sparse, empty space. It's about surrounding yourself with items that truly serve and inspire you. Consider your wardrobe. A closet stuffed with clothes you rarely wear can be a source of daily stress. But what if you had a carefully curated collection of high-quality pieces that fit perfectly and make you feel confident? Suddenly, getting dressed becomes a joy rather than a chore. The same principle applies to every area of your home. A well-crafted piece of furniture not only lasts longer, but can become a cherished part of your daily life. A single, high-quality kitchen knife can replace a drawer full of mediocre tools, simplifying your cooking experience. By choosing quality over quantity, we reduce the mental clutter that comes with managing excess possessions. No more digging through drawers of mismatched items or feeling guilty about unused purchases. Instead, each item in your space serves a purpose and brings value to your life. This approach doesn't mean spending more money. In fact, it often leads to savings in the long run. By investing in durable, versatile items, we reduce the need for constant replacements and impulsive purchases. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. It's about creating a living space that supports and enhances your life, rather than complicating it. By prioritizing quality in our physical environment, we set the stage for a more focused, peaceful, and intentional way of living. Let's shift our focus from objects to experiences. In our Instagram-driven world, it's easy to fall into the trap of chasing countless experiences, ticking off bucket list items without truly savoring any of them. But what if we applied our quality over quantity mindset to how we spend our time? Imagine diving deep into a single, rich experience rather than skimming the surface of many. It's the difference between a whirlwind tour of 10 countries in 2 weeks and immersing yourself in the culture of one place for a month. The latter allows you to form genuine connections, understand local nuances, and create lasting memories. This principle extends beyond travel. Think about your hobbies. Mastering one skill can bring more satisfaction than dabbling in a dozen. Whether it's perfecting your sourdough bread, honing your photography skills, or becoming fluent in a new language, depth often trumps breadth when it comes to personal fulfillment. Even in our relationships, quality time beats quantity. A heartfelt conversation with a close friend can be more rewarding than hours of small talk at large gatherings. It's about creating moments of genuine connection and shared experiences that strengthen our bonds. By choosing quality experiences, we're not just collecting memories. We're shaping our character and worldview. Each deep, meaningful experience becomes a part of who we are, influencing our perspectives and enriching our lives in ways that a flurry of superficial experiences never could. Remember, life isn't a checklist to be completed. It's a journey to be savored. By prioritizing quality in our experiences, we open ourselves up to deeper joy, more profound learning, and richer personal growth. Let's talk money, not just how to save it, but how to use it wisely. Choosing quality over quantity isn't just a lifestyle choice. It's a financial strategy that can transform your relationship with money. Picture this. You're standing in a store, eyeing two jackets. One's cheap, trendy, and likely to fall apart after a season. The other costs more, but is well-crafted and timeless. The budget-conscious part of you might lean towards the cheaper option. But let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. That pricier jacket? It could last you 5, 10, maybe even 15 years. Meanwhile, you might replace the cheaper one annually. Do the math, and suddenly, quality becomes the more economical choice. This isn't just about jackets. It applies to everything from kitchen appliances to furniture. But the financial benefits go beyond mere longevity. Quality items often come with better warranties, reducing unexpected repair costs. They tend to hold their value, sometimes even appreciating over time. And here's a hidden benefit. When you invest in quality, you're less likely to make impulse purchases. Your carefully chosen items satisfy you, curbing the urge for constant retail therapy. There's also the time factor. How many hours do you spend researching, shopping for, and replacing low-quality items? That's time you could invest in your career, relationships, or personal growth, all of which have their own financial rewards. Embracing quality isn't about being extravagant. It's about being strategic with your resources. It's understanding that sometimes spending more upfront can lead to significant savings down the road. By shifting our perspective from short-term bargains to long-term value, we can build a more stable, satisfying financial future. Let's zoom out and consider the bigger picture: our planet. Choosing quality over quantity isn't just good for our wallets and well-being. It's a powerful act of environmental stewardship. Imagine the life cycle of a cheap, disposable product. It's manufactured quickly, often with harmful chemicals and unsustainable practices. It's shipped across the world, wrapped in layers of plastic packaging. After a brief useful life, it breaks and is tossed into a landfill, where it will outlive us all. Now, contrast this with a high-quality, durable item. Its production, while perhaps more resource-intensive initially, spreads that environmental cost over years, even decades of use. It's built to last, often with materials that can be repaired or recycled. But the environmental impact goes beyond just the product itself. When we buy less, we reduce the demand for new production. We cut down on packaging waste, shipping emissions, and the energy used in retail spaces. It's a ripple effect that touches every part of the supply chain. Consider the fashion industry, one of the world's largest polluters. By investing in a few well-made, timeless pieces instead of chasing fast fashion trends, we can dramatically reduce our fashion footprint. The same goes for electronics, furniture, and even food choices. This mindset shift also encourages us to value what we already have. We become more likely to repair items rather than replace them, supporting local repair economies and traditional craftsmanship. By choosing quality, we're not just consuming less, we're consuming smarter. We're casting a vote for a world with less waste, more mindful production, and a healthier planet. It's a simple yet profound way to align our daily choices with our care for the environment. Remember, every purchase is an opportunity to make a positive impact. By prioritizing quality, we're investing in a more sustainable future for ourselves and generations to come. Let's dive into the heart of the matter, the emotional landscape of quality over quantity. This isn't just about stuff. It's about how our choices shape our inner world. Picture your favorite mug. It might not be the fanciest, but it fits perfectly in your hand, holds just the right amount of coffee, and perhaps carries a memory of the person who gave it to you. That's the emotional power of a quality item. It's not just functional, it's a small daily joy. Now, multiply that feeling across your life. When we surround ourselves with fewer, but more meaningful possessions, we create an environment that constantly affirms our values and brings us genuine pleasure. It's the difference between a house full of stuff and a home filled with items that tell your story. This approach fosters a deeper appreciation for what we have. Instead of the fleeting high of a new purchase, we experience the lasting satisfaction of owning things we truly love. It's a shift from constant wanting to contentment, a rare and valuable emotional state in our consumer-driven world. Quality choices also reduce decision fatigue. When your wardrobe consists of pieces you love that work well together, getting dressed becomes a pleasure rather than a chore. This simplicity frees up mental energy for the things that really matter in life. Moreover, this mindset cultivates mindfulness. When we choose quality, we become more intentional about our purchases. We consider the origin of items, the craftsmanship involved, and their long-term impact on our lives. This thoughtfulness extends beyond shopping, encouraging us to be more present and deliberate in all areas of life. Perhaps most importantly, prioritizing quality helps align our external world with our internal values. It's a way of honoring ourselves and our resources, creating a life that feels authentic and purposeful. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, but intention. By choosing quality over quantity, we're not just changing our possessions, we're transforming our relationship with the material world and, in turn, with ourselves. Let's bring this concept to life through the stories of real people who've embraced the quality over quantity mindset. These aren't just abstract ideas. They're transformative experiences that have reshaped lives. Meet Sarah, a former shopaholic turned minimalist. She used to spend weekends at the mall, her closet bursting with clothes she barely wore. One day, overwhelmed by her cluttered space and empty wallet, she decided to change. She donated most of her clothes and invested in a capsule wardrobe of high-quality, versatile pieces. It's not just about having less, Sarah says. It's about feeling more confident and put together every day. I spend less time deciding what to wear and more time living my life. Then there's Mike, a tech enthusiast who used to upgrade his gadgets with every new release. He realized he was caught in a cycle of constant consumption without real satisfaction. Mike decided to invest in one high-end laptop and smartphone, committing to use them for several years. I'm no longer chasing the next big thing, he shares. Instead, I'm focusing on what I can create with the tools I have. It's liberating. Consider Emma and James, a young couple who applied this principle to their home. Instead of filling their space with cheap furniture, they saved for key pieces they truly loved. Our home feels like us now, Emma explains. Each item has a story, and we appreciate everything we own. Lastly, there's Robert, a retiree who downsized from a large house to a cozy apartment. He kept only what brought him joy or served a purpose. I thought I'd miss all my stuff, he admits, but I feel lighter, both physically and mentally. I have everything I need and nothing I don't. These stories share a common thread. A shift from quantity to quality led to more than just a change in possessions. It brought clarity, purpose, and a deeper sense of satisfaction. They remind us that embracing quality isn't about deprivation. It's about enriching our lives in meaningful ways. Now, let's turn the spotlight on you. How can you start prioritizing quality over quantity in your own life? It's not about overhauling everything overnight. It's about making small, intentional shifts that add up to significant change. Begin by becoming a conscious consumer. Before making a purchase, pause and ask yourself, do I really need this? Will it add value to my life? This simple act of reflection can dramatically reduce impulse buying and help you focus on what truly matters. Next, conduct a gentle audit of your possessions. Don't aim for perfection. Just start with one area, like your wardrobe or kitchen. As you sort through items, consider which ones you genuinely use and enjoy. This process isn't about getting rid of things. It's about understanding what adds value to your life. When it comes to experiences, practice depth over breadth. Instead of trying to cram multiple activities into a weekend, choose one and fully immerse yourself in it. Whether it's a hike in nature, a cooking class, or simply reading a book, give it your full attention and see how it enriches your life. In your relationships, focus on quality time. It's not about how many friends you have on social media, but the depth of your connections. Plan meaningful interactions, a heartfelt conversation over coffee, a shared activity with a loved one, or a tech-free dinner with family. Consider adopting a one-in, one-out rule for new purchases. This helps maintain balance and encourages thoughtful acquisition. When you do buy something new, research thoroughly and invest in the best quality you can afford. Remember, this journey is personal. What works for someone else might not work for you. The key is to stay true to your values and what brings you genuine joy and fulfillment. Start small, be patient with yourself, and celebrate the positive changes you notice. Over time, you'll find that these small shifts create a ripple effect, transforming not just your possessions, but your entire approach to living. As we wrap up our exploration of choosing quality over quantity, it's clear that this mindset can profoundly enrich our lives. By embracing minimalism and simple living, we create space for what truly matters: meaningful experiences, cherished relationships, and a more sustainable way of life. Remember, it's not about depriving yourself. It's about making intentional choices that align with your values and aspirations. Each small step you take towards prioritizing quality can lead to greater clarity, joy, and fulfillment. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What changes are you considering in your own life? Have you experienced the benefits of quality over quantity? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video insightful, don't forget to check out our other content on minimalism and intentional living. Together, let's continue this journey toward a more meaningful and mindful existence. Thank you for watching.